The liver's major jobs can be grouped into a few key tasks. The first main job of the liver is just digestion. The liver makes bile, a fluid that helps our body to break down fats and absorb important vitamins. Energy, it control energy or energy control. It stores extra sugar from our food as a glycogen. When our body needs quick energy, the liver turns glycogen back to sugar and releases it into our blood. The other function of the liver is detoxification. It filters our blood all day. It removes harmful waste products, bacteria, drugs like alcohol. It also changes toxic parts of proteins into safe wastes. In addition, it makes protein. The liver builds important proteins. Those include proteins that help our blood to clot or clotting factors and albumin. Albumin is a protein which keeps fluid in our blood vessels. In addition, it is used as a storage. Storage saves important vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and the minerals like iron for later use. So, the liver is the body's primary metabolic, synthetic, and excretory center. We order liver function tests to screen for systemic infection, to monitor non-disease progression, to assess potential drug toxicity, and just to assess liver function status. As a key clinical truth, normal liver function tests do not completely rule out severe chronic liver disease. We classify liver function tests into four main groups. Functional classification of liver function tests. The first is hepatocellular injury markers, which reflects damage to liver cells. The second is cholestatic and biliary markers, which reflect impaired bile flow. The third is synthetic capacity markers, which reflect true operational function. And the fourth one is excretory markers, which measures clearance performance. Let us see them separately. The first is hepatocellular injury markers, transaminases, which reflect damage to liver cells. Those are alanine aminotransferase and aspartate aminotransferase, or AST and ALT. Alanine aminotransferase, or ALT, or sometimes called SGPT, is primarily located within liver hepatocytes. So ALT or SGPT is a highly specific marker for liver injury, whereas aspartate aminotransferase, or AST or SGOT, it is also found in cardiac and skeletal muscle in addition to liver hepatocytes. So compared to ALT, AST is less specific for isolated liver pathologies. So ALT or SGPT is more specific for liver hepatocyte injury compared to AST or SGOT. Typically, it is less than 40 for both enzymes. So the normal range is less than 40 units per liter, both alanine aminotransferase and aspartate aminotransferase. The second is cholestatic or biliary markers, which reflect impaired bile flow, such as alkaline phosphatase and gamma glutamine transferase, ALP and GGT. Alkaline phosphatase is located in bile duct epithelial cells. It's also present in bone and the placental tissue, whereas GGT is highly sensitive for biliary tract irritation. It is used to confirm if ALP rises, whether it is from hepatic source or non-hepatic source. So it is used to confirm if ALP rises is hepatic. It is frequently elevated by chronic alcohol intake. The third one is hepatic synthetic capacity markers. From hepatic synthetic capacity markers, the first is serum albumin, which is a major plasma protein manufactured by hepatocytes. Low level indicate chronic liver failure. But low albumin is not specific for liver disease. It can be due to protein losing problems. Serum albumin has a long half-life of around 20 days. The second synthetic capacity is prothrombin time, PT or INR. It measures production of vitamin K dependent clotting factors. It's best indicator for acute liver failure. Prolongation indicates severe immediate functional loss. The other is bilirubin metabolism and clearance. So total bilirubin is a sum of direct and indirect fractions. Indirect or unconjugated bilirubin is water-insoluble product of red blood cell breakdown. So indirect or unconjugated one is water-insoluble. It's elevated in different stages such as hemolysis or Gilbert syndrome, whereas the conjugated one or the direct bilirubin is water-soluble. Water-soluble form processed by the liver. It's elevated in biliary tract obstruction. Just as algorithmic pattern interpretation, massive elevation in ALT and AST and mild or minimal increase in ALP is most of the time it's due to a hepatocellular pattern, commonly caused by viral or ischemic hepatitis. Whereas dominant and marked elevation in ALP and GGT and mild transaminase elevation shows cholestatic pattern. It's commonly caused by gallstones or malignancy and other biliary tract problems. So transaminases and alkaline phosphates are more of hepatocellular pattern, whereas ALP and GGT are more of cholestatic pattern. The other is ratio, crucial diagnostic ratio. The ACT to ALT ratio greater than 2 highly strongly indicates alcoholic liver disease, whereas AST to ALT ratio less than 1 points toward non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Isolated ALP elevation is mainly if GGT is completely normal, you should have to suspect bone disease. So isolated ALP elevation with normal GGT shows bone disease. If GGT is elevated, it shows variety of biliary pathology. So as a clinical summary, always correlate lab values with patient history and imaging. Thank you for watching.